synchronicities, top of the morning, beautiful sunrise, all kinds of stuff going on. Yo, we had to end early last night because Meta shut us down again on a freestyle that I was doing just when I said, let's get rid of all those criminals that are involved in all these Puff Daddy activities and everything that's happening. Yo, what up? Butterfly Me, yo, it's a pleasure to see you back in here. Thank you. Yo, do you want to hop up and drop a verse if you want to? That'd be beautiful. It'd be a great way to open up the show. I would love that. If you're down for it. If you want to just listen in, you're the first person that just hopped in. I started this like 10 seconds ago, so please hop up if you wish it. When I do invites, usually they kind of glitch. Meta's been screwing me over with a lot of shit, so if you want to hop in, like I said, please. It'd be an honor, guys. If not, I'm going to keep dropping in and keep it moving, you know. Gotta keep this going this morning. I'm barely yawning yet. I just woke up and I got a spark a spliff, get my breakfast, get some coffee in me, but indigenous style, you know, directly traded. No disrespect to anyone. No child slave labor, no slave labor, no Nestle Mondelis, no conglomerates, no corporations, no corpses orations. We have to do this proper. We have to do this for the youth, for the future, for the diaspora, for all of us. Yo, all these macho men and people out there that are trying to be louder than anyone, I'm like, no, it's time for the goddess, it's time for the Venus Project. It's time for all of us to shift and evolve. Revolution has love in the middle, but it's backwards. We gotta flip it, we gotta switch it. It's like the bird that's flapping in politics with the right and left wing. I'm like, no, they're not synchronistic. And I always trust the left one because, you know, the right is hyperactive and the left is non-existent in the political system, like political prisoners and everyone behind bars, like free Jay Burton, free Mumia, free all of them, free everyone, yo, respects. Blessed be to you too. Yo, thank you. No question. Always an honor, literally. I really appreciate it. Fuego, so yo, I just wanted to drop one back this morning. I'm like, yo, maybe this is just going to be an intro and a freestyle, but it is what it is. If you want to know what's going on here, we usually have all kinds of guests. Like, yo, I just met Butterfly Me recently, but there's so many goddesses coming through here, like La India del Sol, like Queen Liberati, like Justar yesterday that dropped some massive pieces, so much beauty going on. So please check in, go look and drop down, follow, check the videos, check the Roll Motion label. We've got an exclusive by Lauryn Hill. Imagine that, literally. You know, no Nas reference in there, even better. We got the Day One's Lauryn Hill unpublished album, free, on Remote Motion Records. Go check on the Mutant Academy Instagram. We've got a Killer Priest and Bliss exclusive that's really dope, The Priest and the Goddess. We've got a bunch of other music from all across the world, literally, from across the continents. Yo, yes, that damn nation. Yo, what up, Nishan? Please come on in if you want to. Drop a piece if you wish it. Mad respect. I was just saying, Remote Motion Records, we got so much free music, it's crazy. We have Lion Babe on there, we've got Amory unpublished album, we've got all kinds of other stuff. Most of it is free, everything is free streaming. The stuff that isn't free is to support the artist directly. You can do that if you want to, but you don't need to. That's just if you want to put stuff in playlists. The Bandcamp app is amazing. Check out something different than Spotify for a change. Spotify doesn't give back money to any artist, doesn't give back anything to anyone, really. They give you back fractions of a penny for each stream. And then they tell you that's the new world, and that's what we have to deal with as artists. I'm like, no, let's do our own thing. Even Amazon and Jeff Bezos, for those books, they make so much profit off of them. And then it's chopping down the Amazon rainforest to support Amazon and carbon footprint. It makes no sense. So I'm like, yo, let's do our own thing. Let's print, like my books online, they're all available, free downloads, PDF form. You could all do that without printing if you want to, and then you're now chopping down ink from India that's smelted and reprinted in China and brought back here and then promoted through Amazon worldwide and redistributed. It's crazy the world we live in, you know? It's so insane. Sometimes you think about it and you're like, yo, let's do it. Let's do it. Boom. Boom. Yo, and no affiliation, like, you know, the wordplay is beautiful. I love that, you know. Michelle, what up?
And how you feel this morning?
Good morning. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to have you here. Peace, brethren.
Appreciate that.
Let me go turn off the music for a second so I can hear you better.
All right.
Yo,
Hey.
you have anything for us this morning to open up the show?
Yeah, actually, I have a piece that I wanted to share. It's what I do every time October 31st comes around. It's this piece I pull out. It's called "Evolve for It Mob." I'm gonna put the title in the comments so that you can see the title.
Boom.
Give me a second. Let me just
No
I'm
problem. I'm just
casting.
gonna roll a
Okay.
spliff and smoke some ganja. You know, this
Yes.
is what I do in the
You
morning.
know.
Exactly.
Trying to take you to a different place with this particular poem.
I got my two little nugs here, but I got a lot more sitting around, so I got all kinds of
Well, I
stuff
had to
here.
pick up a quarter in order to just survive for a few days more.
Exactly. No, some people don't get that herb. You know, herb really is the healing of the nation, but they don't get it. A lot of people think it's a drug. I'm like, yo, you people are going to the drugstore every day. You're addicted to poisons and chemicals made by Nazis. Why don't you
Mhm.
smoke some plants for a difference? You know, make a change.
All right, I feel you on that. Just casting it to my TV so I can read it
Oh,
properly. Cause
yeah.
my
So it's like vampire backwards. Evil full vampire.
yeah, well, that's the title of the poem, and it leads to when you see the title, you basically gives you an idea of what the piece is about. But this is a very unique writing for me because I've never written in this style before. It's sort of like a thriller style. So I'm gonna start it. The name of this piece is called "Evolve for It Mauve." Beneath the crescent moon, she walks across the dimly lit park, cautious. To the corruption that pollute nature's beauty, the people, the people, the people like insects swarming the earth, believing that they are at the top of the food chain. And everyone
Hmm.
believes this to be true, but I'm telling you, there's something higher on the food chain than us. And it feeds upon, well, let's find out exactly what it feeds upon. As she exits the park to ascend the steep hill on her path to her personal domestic dwelling, though she is clearly alone, she can't help but shake the feeling since the park that someone is following her, observing her every step, observing her every stride, stalking her. She turns her head several times behind her, yet the shadows hide danger she dare not investigate. Hurriedly, she increases her fast step pace to her walk to home, to safety, to security, to satisfying solitude's salvations. She flees ever faster, fleeing, feeling like she is racing against hazards unwelcome, and she is not wrong. For it lurks in the shadows, it lies, it stalks, it haunts, it hunts, waiting, watching, waiting for the appointed time to pounce. She reaches for her, she reaches her front door, past her red and white painted picket fence, because she couldn't stand a little white fence without a little color. As she searches for her house keys, briefly she lets her cautious guard down to her dismay. As she opens the door, this creature swoops in on her, taps her shoulder, startling her. She turns around to look upon the glimmering, shimmering, hypnotic eyes. She's entranced. She's entranced and allows this creature within her dwelling, within to her dwelling, without a forced entry. This creature of tales and fictions of past is real. She walks backwards within her dwelling, eye locked to the creature. Seemingly, she is locked within a mental, telepathic trance, transfixed by the eyes of this creature. She trips over her ottoman of her living room furniture set, breaking that fixed gaze, so that she visually sees the rest of this creature. looking like a man, yet clearly in the light of her dwelling, viscerally seen, this is no man. This is some brutish beast, with fingernails and nails long and sharp as razors or lion's claws. Teeth jagged as if each and every tooth were a canine tooth, appearing like a man, but not a man, with jet black suit and slick black hair and unnaturally alabaster skin. Ominous is the appearance of this creature within her eyes. It speaks to her now that the telepathic gaze has been broken. It says, "My name is Evil for Mav. I've come for your love, the love that you never give to anyone else, you selfishly keep to yourself. You are you are reckless, denying anyone into your heart. I will change you from what you are to what I am, because your heart feels in love itself. You'll be forever destined to feed off of, feed off of the love of others. There is nothing, the love of others draining their souls, like I'm about to do to you. You're forever living if you are careful." She now asks, "Why and what can I do to avoid this fate?" There is nothing you can do now to avoid this changing. Your heart will be forever rearranged to feed and transform others that you have since have lost the ability to love on their own to come into our fold. See, we are stronger than normal humans. Our senses are more acute, although it gives us an appearance like brutes and babes. It will also become evolved for a month too. And the feeding will save you, redeem you, to be the strongest being this world has ever seen. See, humans don't know what to do with the power of love. See, we feed on it. Helps us transcend our physical form so we can turn into the energy of love and disperse it to all to be felt by all, forever changing every man and woman on this earth. She asked her final question, "But what will I become?" When he writes down the name he told her, he told her mom and told her to read it in the mirror. So the creature, and she go to her closest mirror within her dining room. She feels the creature's breath on her neck as she holds up to see the reflection within the mirror. She reads to herself the message in the mirror. She attempts to look at the creature's image, but none appears, though it is clearly behind her and should show some sort of image in the glass. But alas, she says out loud, "So you are a vampire of love, not a vampire of blood, feeding off of love, not off of blood. And those that deny this gift that you offer, the creatures now says they die. Because when you get drained of all your love, you can't live, at least not normally, functionally, amongst others. So what is your answer? Death, or become a vampire of love?" A man walks down a dimly lit path, ever aware of nocturnal dangers. She swoops down in on him, in front of him, the most seductive looking creature this man has ever seen. This man has been guilty of never knowing what loving is. He's grown up in orphanages and been kicked around by life. Sexually addicted he is, and she confronts him without entrancing him and tells him her name is Ebol for Mav. I think you know what her answer was. And that's that piece.
That is most likely the most cryptic mythological tale I ever heard in my life, but it's a crazy story. It's like, yo, I don't even know what to make of it, but I want to have a discussion based on this because I'm like, yo, peace to Danny Boy for hopping in, by the way. Please feel free to do a request if you want to come talk about this. But you know what it is because you're a Rasta. You know we've been staking vampires for ages. We have to get rid of the bad ones, you know, but there's good ones too. The funny thing is, I come from Dampier bloodlines. My
Mm,
grandfather on my evil side was actually a vampire. He was an evil
mm.
vampire, but I don't relate to him. I don't. They say epigenetics skips 2 generations, and then there's the Liban stories, right? Which one of my past partners taught me. She was from Togo and Togo and Ghana um, Togo, Ghana, and I forget the other country, but she told me about the Libans, which is like a type of good, basically like vampires of love that were like African vampires that were extremely powerful magicians, but they were good vampires.
Well, I came up with the idea for this story when I was in high school. I originally wrote it in high school and lost the poem like a year after high school. I always had the idea. So some years later, I said, you know what? I'm gonna recreate this poem because I know the basic of the story.
Peace.
So I'm gonna recreate it, and this is the recreation of it. It's a little longer than the original version, but I think an artist's growth can grow up a piece a little longer.
Yo, that's
Sometimes.
beautiful. That's fine.
Yeah.
No problem. No problem. Anybody that wants to come up on here, please hit me up. If not, I'm gonna try to drop a piece to follow up with that. Let me try to do something off the top about vampires.
All right.
So see, I'm a Dhampir. Part I'm a halfling. I'm Elven, I'm Fey, I'm more Wolverine, and I'm Dhampir too. But that's not a vampire. It's not the same thing. Some people get it twisted, and it's like your story in a sense, you know? People don't know the difference between love and evil. They don't see things backwards sometimes because they're not looking in the mirror and facing themselves. So I'm like, yo, me, I don't have evil bloodlines. But if I were to believe in genetics being passed on in that sense, then I would say I must be some kind of evil because my grandfather was the grandfather of lies. And they called him that politely, but I would say he was like the grandfather of evil. The dude was a serial rapist, serial killer, commander in the Navy. He was the exemplification of why you would never want to trust a person in a military uniform, yelling at everyone, always talking about shit, going to every community he could, lying, deceiving. He used to look good when he was younger, so he tricked a lot of women. Then he'd abuse their children too. Horrible, horrible shit. I can't even say I'm ashamed to have him in my family because he isn't. He's a false ancestor. I don't believe in that. I believe in epigenetics. I believe in restructuring myself with the food I put in my body. That's why I keep it ital. And I smoke my pacho and Ganja, grandfather of truth and grandmother of myth. Those are my star ancestors. Those are my grandparents, plant teacher totems. That's how I believe in that. But I'm still proud to have Dampier blood because I will tell you, Dampiers are very complex beings. They don't have bloodlust. They have the same abilities as vampires. They live longer. They have magic and all kinds of things, but they don't desire blood and they don't want to bite people. So it's really crazy because basically we're stuck with half the supernatural abilities of vampires without actually being that. We're like daywalkers, basically like Blade in those movies, you know? And that's what I do with those blades, to be honest. You know, that's why I carry those. These are my blades. I'm a vampire hunter. You know, I hunt zombies and vampires. But in these societies, it's very complex to try to do that properly because the government restricts you and they'll tell you only cops can do that. But cops don't believe in myths. They don't believe in vampires. And these days they tell you everything is false if it's mythological. But where's the logic in that if myth means a true story in Greek? Mythos. Really. So, you know, it's some crazy shit. So many people got it twisted these days. I talk about the same things over and over sometimes, but I'm like, no, 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 no. We need to talk about this because yo, intersectionality is not going to happen with people denying shit. Holocaust deniers and everything else is going on with this history. I'm like, where's hers and theirs? We got to talk about this. We got to unravel the mystery in the process of talking, you know? And that's what these conversations are for. So thank you for being here. That's ascension synchronicity right there to me, you know? And thank you to everyone for listening, from Sovereign to the goddess before that. Yo, mythos, passed down oral tradition. Exactly. That's facts, you know? And we all know what's going on with society, with the government, with the world controllers, the 13 bankers, the world families. We all know this shit. We want to get rid of them, all of us. But then we say, oh no, we can't believe in capital punishment. That's wrong. You can't punish evil, but then they're going around raping and torturing and killing everyone, causing wars and genocides, and we can't even kill them? How does that work? Oh, that's illegal. Oh, I get it. So the cops are supposed to do that, or the paramilitary. Who watches the cops? Well, it should be the paramilitary, right? They should be policing the police officers. But what do? They reinforce political corruption and do black ops instead, and covert ops and distribute crack in inner city ghettos. Now they're into crystal meth and everything else, fentanyl. The next thing you know, they're going to be turning everyone into high-class zombies with 7D consciousness. They're going to talk about that while they have 7G Wi-Fi going on with 18 times more radiation than the last version. And what do you think is going to happen after 5G, 6G? Shit, that's going to be pretty strongly demonic, I promise you. Honestly, who needs stronger frequencies right now? They'll tell you it's going to go faster. Your phones will be so fast. You'll be on the phone all day going, holy shit, I'm glued to the screen. This is really intense. The energy is good. I think I need an aspirin or a Tylenol 3. I'm not sure. Crazy shit, you know? Because that's really what it is. We're energized so much. It's like we're on, we're numerological meth addicts in a sense, with this technology shit that's going on. So I try to live off grid. I drink spring water. I eat fresh vegetables. I try to keep it ital in an urban sense at least, because I'm not eating everything out of a wooden bowl and some chopsticks. But I do that most of the time, to be honest, because I believe in Rasta principles. Naya bingi fire bandam. Babylon's going to burn down really quickly. We're going to watch that happen. But I don't want any innocents dying in the process. I don't believe in civilians being side effects and byproducts, like that doesn't make sense. So I don't want youth, women, anyone to get, in any kind of suffering while we're going through this transition and this revolution. But that still means we need to take care of the elites. We need to get rid of that shit. That's anarcho-communist principles. So I'm going to leave it at that because this is kind of a long piece too, but it is what it is.
Bless. You know, within that piece, you touched on so much. You touched on the fact that there are good vampires and good bad vampires, and there were the thing is, what I recognize is that there are always vampires around us. Whether they recognize that they're a vampire or not. Sometimes there's energies that just drain you. You just sit next to them and be like, talk to them for a minute and they just start draining you. And they don't understand why. It's because it's their vampire energy. Their
Yep,
vampire
yo,
energy
peace to
sometimes,
Sovereign for dropping in too, brother. Oh, easy.
yeah,
Shit, I didn't even realize.
that's a
So that's
clean.
the Brethren from the other day, I think. Let's see if he drops in. Sorry for interrupting you, Brethren. I think it's
Yeah, it's still circling.
like a Hebraic kindred from the other day. Oh yeah,
Okay,
his name is bugging. Okay, I get it now. No worries. That's a Hebraic brethren who was
all
talking
right.
to me. That a younger
Our
brethren,
name.
21 years old, who's 06s. Okay, boom, let's do it. Yeah, he's a really good brethren. He's got some good subjects to talk about.
No,
You
no
know.
doubt, no doubt. I mean that that vampiric energy where they can just drain a portion of your soul without even biting you.
Yeah,
You know, it's like you're entranced for them to drain you. It's like, what did you say? What did you say? Oh, okay. And you just drain from everything that they do around you. You know.
yeah. That's how they do it with energy, with pills, with nutrition. Everything is empty
Hmm.
calorie these days. Because you're a Rasta. This is why I love talking to Rastas because, like, it's like you know already what good nutrition is. I don't need to explain this shit. Colonial people, I gotta talk to them about everything. They're like, yo, like, what do you mean I can't eat this? I can't eat that. I'm like, yo, you gotta go back to indigenous principles. You gotta go back to natural shit, but they don't get it. And then vegans are trying to push veganism that's commercial on everyone. And I'm like, it's a step. But it's not. Rastas would laugh. They'd be like, this isn't food, most of it. It's too processed.
I'll put the word down in the comments to let you know what me are.
Yeah. Yeah, Insta's crashing. Instagram Mossad. Yeah, they're trying to control shit. It's funny. He crashed out 3 times already, and it's not working. So, who knows? It's funny. We got shut down 6 times yesterday. What
Word.
vaginitarian? That's funny. That's a funny one. Yeah, man. Yeah, if you don't know how to pay homage to the goddess, you will never be an immortal being. So I feel you. People don't realize that's the flower of immortality.
That's the
You
truth.
don't drink from that chalice. How are you gonna get anything?
That's the truth.
That's
It's the
facts. But then
river of life. It's
exactly
it's the cradle of existence.
facts.
you know, it's the nest of of future offspring. You know, It's a lot of things to be called, and that flower is beautiful. It
Yeah.
smells,
So,
the aroma smells good.
yeah, well,
It's
it depends. The goddess needs to
Yeah, it
be
depends on
ital too,
the
though.
goddess, of course. It depends on
Exactly.
the goddess.
She
But I
needs good
mean, the true
nutrition. That's why
goddess,
I love
her
yo
flower
goddesses
would
that eat
smell
fruits and
good.
vegetables. They're
The
always gonna be amazing. You know?
bad goddess, like could make you smell like hell. And then then you can have the offspring of the devil coming from that. You never
Bro,
know.
and sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes they might actually have a really pure offspring that comes out of that, and then they're like, I don't relate to my parents.
Yeah,
I
true
don't
that.
relate. It's sometimes is
True that.
inverse.
True
You know,
that. True that.
it's funny because in my family, I've seen both sides of it happen. I've seen my mom, like my mom's twin sister, is like she used to be pure evil,
Mm,
and my mom is like the saint. Literally, they're like almost like twin sisters.
mm.
The couple of years difference, but they look very similar. But she does like everything that my mom wants. And my mom is like ITAL. She teaches mass extinction, feminism, queer
Ah.
theory. Her sister is like, I told her literally, you're eating raped and tortured children's flesh. She's like, I know, we're superior. I was like, you're sick in the head. You need to go to jail. I was like, holy fuck. Like, some people were literally like, they're not well. You, brethren, you have no
Yeah.
idea how many people I've told them this is the flesh of Yeshua's children that you're eating for pleasure. And they're like, but it tastes good. Bacon, steak. I'm like, what?
Keep
Yo,
it.
people are
Hmm. You
gone,
can keep it then. You flesh eating mother.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't even the vegetarian side to me, I'm like, I used to be most of my life, but now I'm like, why would I eat baby food? Eggs, cheese, milk, that's for babies. That's for newborns. You know what I mean? We don't grown people, grown warrior food. Yo, you'll eat, man, I'll eat a giant tuna. I'll eat, but like you better be
I
live,
had
no
tuna for
slave
breakfast.
labor,
I
no
had tuna for breakfast.
yo,
I fried tuna up in a can. I fried some tuna up in a pan with a little cheese and some egg in it. I fried it
oh
all.
yeah.
I,
See,
I
I
mean,
will
I can
tell you,
do
be
that.
careful with that, brethren, because Rasta will tell you, man, that's gonna cause mucus in your
Yeah,
body. There's rape
I
and
know the
torture,
cause
and
music,
even
and
if it's done.
I'm trying to figure out other methods. I do a lot of oatmeal. I do a lot of farina. Farina, I love.
I'll,
But
I'll be I'll be
the
honest, no
whole thing is
judgment.
I can't do it too much because I always wound up putting too much sugar, and sugar is a problem I'm having with my system. Too much sugar.
Natural sugars, brethren.
Yeah.
Do dates, do
Oh,
like maple
fruits.
syrup,
Yeah, I
fruits.
do get a
Yeah.
lot of my sugars through fruits. I was listening to a Rasa speak the other day. He was saying, you don't have to drink this empty water. No, the empty water. He said the clear water. It's empty. It got nothing in it. He said, I eat my water. The melon water, the water,
It
the water in the
cleanses.
melon, the watermelon is what I eat. It is my water. I eat my water.
I've
And
done
I
that
was,
last time. It cleanses all the cucurbitacea, the
Mhm,
melon family. They all cleanse the
mhm.
body.
Yeah, he was telling some good stuff he said, if you want to cook food, cook Italian food. He
Yes,
said. He said,
brethren, do that. You'll be
to
golden,
eat,
golden.
you want to quench and flourish your body with fluids. Eat your fruit.
Yep.
You don't need to drink the water. You can bathe in it. He said,
Brethren,
enough
I had
chemical
to do
going
that
through
on
the
high
water.
security. They
He-
poisoned my water for 6 months on high security. I couldn't drink the water. So all I ever drank was coffee, tea, and refreshed fruits. That's it.
See, see, see.
6 months, high security
That's what.
for water fast.
So what I'm trying to do right now, I'm coming down from being as heavy as 420 pounds from a medication for my psyche.
They gave me that too. I'm on injections right now, but I'll tell you, Ital is what kept me down to my weight
That's it.
because otherwise I increase, I start gaining weight. But then I always slim down because I used Ital principles. Trust me on that. The goddesses will thank you for that too.
Well, right now my weight is 386.
No, Yo,
386. I'm
you're a
down from
titan, man. You're a
420.
juggernaut.
I'm down from 420,
Wow.
and I'm five. I'm 5'11", 386. I'm losing the weight, but I'm using medicines that are not conventional for me. I mean, I'm never. But the thing is, they wanted me to have surgery to lose this weight, but I'm like, I didn't put on the weight by surgery. Why should I take it off with surgery? I got put. Well, I got it put on with a medication that get put in my arms and my muscles, and what do you expect you to do? It's gonna blow me up. It's like a inflated toy I was, for 2 years. Oh, it's inflated with more in his muscle. Whoop, 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 whoop. Look at him go! He's turning into balloon. It's gonna float away.
Yo, it's crazy because this just got me thinking. It's like when I talk about nutrition, meta, anything, I usually get shut down. So if this live ends suddenly or some reason, you'll know why. Because you know what happened to Nipsey Hussle. You know what happened to Dr. Sebi. You know what happens when you talk about ITAL nutrition in the industry. They're like, yo, Nipsey Hussle even said straight up right before he died, he said, if I get murdered for this documentary on Dr. Sebi, his words, if I get murdered for this documentary, y'all better ride for me. And he
You know,
did.
and the funny thing is, I'm gonna say this. Nick Cannon was supposed to follow up and do a documentary on Dr. Sebi, and he got shut out from it, and and basically he turned his tail on it. He didn't do it because of not being financially profitable for the industry. They don't want to see it, so
Yep.
he had put that on his back burner, way in the back on the back burner. But he got a new show out called "We Playing Spades." Really, we can't gain our health, gain our wealth. We got to be always playing spades. I mean, I love playing spades. Don't get me wrong, and the show's funny, but
No, but it's
really,
not addressing the roots of the
it's not
problems in
what
the world
we
right now.
need. Not what we need. We
No.
don't need to be playing spades. We gaining our wealth by our health. That's what we need. We're gaining our wealth by
45
our health.
years. Facts. Yeah, Brendan is saying it's been 45 years. It's been a lot longer than that, but I know what you mean since the end of, well, I mean, technically, you're talking about 45 years. Well, what are we at? So the 70s, are you talking about the Vietnam War? Are you talking about, what are you talking about? I guess that wouldn't even be. That's more than 45 years. But anyways, um, crazy shit. Yeah, no, it's true. It's been ages. Honestly, it's been millions of years that we've been enslaved. To be honest, if we really want to go back in history, it's like this quote. Oh, Sebi, Doctor Sebi, 45 years. What do you mean? It's been 45 years of censorship? I believe it. Anyways, all good. But it's been like, yo, like the quote I had on the beginning of my Black Hole Sun album is literally like, it's like, yo, this brethren in the beginning is saying 500,000 years of African history they don't want us to know about. They've been hiding this from us. It may be even more than that, probably millions of years. Because if you look at when the pyramids were built, you look at everything else, their carbon dating doesn't make sense. Now on the History Channel, they're coming out with new history carbon dating, saying that there's temples in East Asia that are 50,000 BC. But last year or the year before that, they were saying that our history was 5,000 years old.
And the funny
And now they're
thing
saying,
is,
oh,
funny thing is, I keep listening to different scientists talk about the fact that carbon dating is not accurate for for truth
I don't think it is.
because of the fact that things happen during the timeline that change the way mineral structures work. Like, okay, a flood will change the effects of the earth to a period that you will not understand everything that's going on. You look at the layers of gra- gravel or rubble or stone on top of each other that have been compounded from this water that's been compressing upon it, or different layers of earth that have risen because of volcanic eruptions have happened, and different things have had and changed. Different changes go on. If man can truly account for every one of those things, maybe then he can come up with a more accurate. He doesn't always come up to all of those things. The problem with that's the problem with carbon dating. They use it and say it's 500,000 years, or could be a lot less, or maybe even more.
Yeah,
We don't
because when
know the
I think about it,
inaccuracies
I'm
of it.
like, how do they
it
determine that? The minerals are billions of years old. So how
hmm
are they going to tell you this is
Exactly.
500,000 years old?
Exactly.
If they were tracing carbon dating, they should be telling us everything is ageless.
hmm So. I
Because
mean,
we're all made
they
up of
can't tell you the age of
substance at the end
water
of the day.
because water evaporates and comes back. I mean, it's all the water that is there has always been there, or is new water being made? Are all the souls that have been here been there before? No, because it started from a initial seed that came forth, just like. But all the water that was on the earth is not the same water or is it the same water? That's the question.
Yeah, no,
Because
the question. It restructures
if
itself, I think, probably way
restructure
quicker than
itself, is it?
body would.
I mean, is it like reincarnation of water? I mean, the cycle of
Yeah,
water.
the sublimation, the evaporation, the
hmm
precipitation. I agree.
I mean, is the water that we have on Earth today? Is it the water that was on Earth at the start of creation? That's the question. I mean, is there a droplet that could tell us a story throughout the centuries?
Guaranteed, because minerals can do that. Brethren, I felt that. I felt crystals talking to me, minerals talking to me, insects talking to me, plants, like animals telling me stuff telepathic. That's why I know what I know.
I mean,
That's why I can do what I
we
do.
hear about the fact that the oldest living thing on the planet is a tree, or a turtle, or something like that. But we don't think about water. I
Exactly.
wrote this I wrote this long ass piece um, called "The Waters," and I break down water in various different forms. And that's one of the next pieces that when I come back to you, I want to share. It's a long ass piece, like maybe 10 minutes long.
No problem. Let's do it.
I'll do it next time, not today.
No, that's cool. I think I'll try to call it what it is right now, and then I'll see so that it doesn't get chopped out. You know what I mean? Because we got good content already in this. So this is beautiful. I think a lot of people could actually benefit from hearing this conversation, you know?
Appreciate
Oh, the
appreciate that
bees and the wasps. Yes. No problem. And their esoteric meaning to water. Oh, well, yes, of course, because they
so
feed off of.
much,
A
so
lot
much.
of people don't just they don't just dissociate. They distance the bee and the wasp, and they say the wasp is a parasite and the bee is a pollinator. They're both pollinators. They're both pollinators. They're both, and then they'll say that the wasp is an invasive species and the bee isn't. I'm like, no, the wasp and the bee, they're like cousins. It's like if you looked at an African person that didn't have hair, and you were like, that one's evil. The ones with hair, I trust those ones. It's like it's racism to discriminate against wasps versus bees or other insects in general, because I get it but the species that we call predatory or invasive, they didn't invade us. We brought them here on crates and places without them even knowing. So it's not their fault. Like it's crazy shit. But then yeah, the symbolism of that, the sedge and the bee, the empress to Ras, so important. The bees is like, the empress is the queen bee in that sense.
That's the truth.
But yeah, let's call it a day for now. I'm gonna restart a new one, I think. Just try to do something different. And I'll do it in a couple hours maybe or something. I'm gonna have breakfast, eat proper, take care of myself, and then I'll restart another one. Feel free to join in later if you want to,
Oh,
brethren.
definitely,
Anyway,
definitely. Today is I got a half hour. In a half hour, I got to go to this pantry to get some food because my funds are low and I have to figure out different ways to eat and eat healthy
Yeah.
on pantry food. So
Yo, I'll tell you, dredging, the easiest way, you got to get bulk. Get big bags of like 10 pounds of potatoes, 10 pounds of carrots, 10 pounds of like turnips, whatever you find on sale. This is what I do. I go to local stores, I find the discounted bins, stuff that's overripe, because it's usually the best, you know? You get it 50, 75% off. Sometimes I even go dumpster diving. I'll go find some like bins in the back. They have just a bin for the vegetables and the fruits. I've done that lots. I've survived off that. It's been beautiful. There's so many options that you can do, but I would say go for all the discounted stuff and look at the ingredients. Make sure keep it ITAL, urban ITAL at least. You know, even if it's a bit processed, not the end of the world. But I try to stay away. One thing for the weight thing, glutton is very similar. So if you
I
try to find
I
stuff, it's
do a lot of beans mostly.
oh, that's
Beans,
bomb. Rice and
beans.
peas, that's the way to go.
You know, yeah. I try. I sometimes what I do is I'll make mashed potatoes and I put my beans in the mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
I do that. I do that a lot because I'm bored with rice. There's so many different things I've done to rice that I'm bored
You
with.
know
Even
what
though
I
I
do?
like
I get
rice, I love rice, but I eat it so much that I had to switch it up.
yo, try this. This is what I do very often, honestly, when I'm here. I use like when I find taco shells on sale or chips or corn chips or
Yeah,
something like that, I do corn chips with beans and I mix the beans with a little bit of tomato paste or
yeah,
tomato chopped up fresh tomatoes.
yeah.
And I put a little bit of hot sauce in there and then I like, or
Sofrito or salsa, sofrito.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Refritos,
Hmm.
yeah, see,
Hmm.
frijoles, refritos,
Hmm.
and salsa, kind of like beans and salsa type thing. Dip some chips in
Yeah.
it. It's a full meal.
Hmm. Yeah, that's something I would do.
And if you want something that tastes like cheese, nutritional yeast, super good for you. Yo, what up, Rich?
Nutritional yeast.
Yeah, nutritional yeast. It's super
Mm.
good. It tastes like Parmesan cheese, but it's full of protein, about 60% protein, full of B12, gives you piles of energies. It's a superfood, one of the greatest superfoods on the face of the planet. Really, really good stuff.
Try it. Uh,
It's
right across the
kind of
street.
expensive, but it's super. If you buy it bulk, you can get it cheaper, and it's actually worth. You sprinkle just a little bit, that shit gives you full protein, full like spectrum vitamin, everything.
Right across the street from me, there's a health food store. They basically sell all different types of um juices that are healthy. They make fruit juices and different drinks. They have tonics. They have herbs of different flowers from different from all different types of areas. Then they also have the CBD products. They have
That's good. Is CBD for mental health. This is
yeah,
why I smoke. You know.
and they have so much in there. It's like, but it's expensive. It's not cheap. Spot is not cheap, and it's right across the street from my house. I was like, oh yeah, when I moved in there, I was like, oh, got a health food store right across the street. Oh, and I'm like, oh god damn, they're expensive. Rosemary hips, like not even a full ounce. So much money, I was like a lot of maraschino. Trying to get
Yo,
certain
listen,
keys, just to
if
get
I could
certain
only,
keys. $7 what? $9 what?
you know how much I
15
pay
what?
for my ganja here?
Yeah,
An ounce of this wedding crasher,
yeah.
$15 Canadian,
What the?
right? On the
Lord mercy.
reserve in the middle of
No,
nowhere in the mountains on the
that's
Kagan
worth it.
Reserve because that's indigenous weed.
Mm, that's what's up.
So
That's what's up.
I'm blessed, brethren. I got almost a pound of hash and ganja here, of like weed and ganja.
I used to get, in the beginning of the year, I paid $6.50 for a pound of wedgies from my roster friends in Long Island, right? And it was blessed weed. I kept it for myself, and people kept saying, "What are you smoking? What are you smoking?" I said, "I'm smoking Reggie's." Said, "Give me some, give me some." And I wasn't selling nothing. I was just like, "Yeah, taste this." It was like, come back. They kept coming back with more. Let me get some more of that, man. I said, "Yeah, you see the THC count in that. You see how
Oh,
it's
yo,
hitting you in that, and how you get creative from that. Don't you see that?"
yeah,
And they're like,
yeah.
"Yeah." It's
No,
like
that
I don't.
shit'll fuck you up. The THC these days and the new strains. This is why I like the indigenous weed, the cheaper stuff they have. It's outdoor, but it's good. Like
Mhm.
Rasta know how to. We didn't smoke hydroponic and weird fucking hybridized shit back in the days, you
No,
know.
and
Like
still
this
got.
stuff I got here. The other one, I got sticky papaya. That stuff smells like dried papaya. It looks like Rasta ganja. You know, it's got stems in there. It's got leaves. It's grown outside, but it's $15 an ounce. I'm like, shit. And then I got the other one is what is it? The Wedding Crash is good, but the other one's even better. There's another one called the Mindbender.
Mm,
And then the Wedding Crasher actually smells kind of like pines and citrus at the same time. You know, it's got that intense flavor to it. Really crystally, super dry. You crumble it, it turns directly into powder, but
mm.
it's pure crystals, very sticky. So
Okay.
that to me, a lot of people will be like, I don't fuck with that, man. I need some like purple kush or something. I'm like, maybe. But that shit will fuck you up, bro. You'll be sitting in the couch and you'll be like, oh, that's good kush. Me, I'm like, I smoke and I'll freestyle. I'll do a bunch of shit. I'll cook food. I'm like,
You're
exactly.
used to it. You're
Yo,
used
peace,
to
brethren. He's hopping out. But yeah, smoke high, flying vibes. Exactly.
it.
And then they'll tell you if I want to go to the indigenous store, even then they'll have the options. They have some ounces for $200 there,
Well,
but they have some for 15. I'm like, I'm not gonna pay $200 for a hybridized like high THC thing that some white person invented. I'm gonna keep the shit that's close to the earth that they grow in the reserve right there. That's grown out in the sun. That shit's got no chemicals or pesticides in there.
today I mixed two different type of buds. One was called candy paint, and the other one I'm not sure was called it. Just the initials were given to me, B and R.
Oh, interesting. Never heard of those ones. But I got some interesting strains too. I never heard of the one I'm smoking right now is called Suds.
Mm.
And the
One
other
of
one I was
my favorite.
smoking,
I have like over the years I've been smoking. I have a few favorites that I can name on the top of my hand.
yeah, same.
Sour diesel,
Oh,
number
oh
one.
yeah.
Number two, platinum kush.
Oh, I've never tried that.
Number three, Lebowski.
Never heard of that one, but that must be good.
Okay. Number four, Blue Dream.
Yes, that one is one of my favorites too.
And of course, OG Kush.
Yo, OG Kush. I just had some OG Kush last month. I'm like,
And you see
OG
you
Kush.
see the little pumpkin when I put see did you see it?
Yo, what up? Yo, we got Coach John in the building. We got Luce in the building. We got Logan in the building. Yo, that's my co-host, man. I gotta get him up here. That's Spaceless Realms. Yo, you wanna hop in? Yeah, maybe he's at work though. I don't know. Maybe not. Yo, what up? You wanna hop in?
Perfect. It's perfect. Good morning, fam.
Yeah, that's one of my best friends in the world. Literally,
Mm.
that's we do everything together. We're on season 3 of our Spaceless Realms podcast. So that's one thing we were gonna do a live stream, actually, both on YouTube and on here at the same time. That would be crazy shit, right?
Sure would be. Sure would be.
Yeah, he's hopping on right now. So that's bomb.
Okay.
Yo,
Yo, good
Yusuf in
morning,
the
man. Good
building.
morning.
Hey,
Good morning, bro.
morning.
Top of the morning, fam.
Top of
We're just
the
talking
morning.
about different strains of ganja. We're like, and he was saying his favorites. So I'm like, we stopped at OG Kush, and I'm like, yo, that's the shit I had last month. I'm like, that's perfect. But me, I would say personally, I love purple haze. I really
Mm.
love purple weed. I just
Oh,
do
I
in general.
haven't
I
had
love
purple
super.
haze in so long. Oh man, I
Yeah,
forgot about it. I forgot about the hazes.
yeah. And then I grew up on that in high school. So in high school, when I was moving shit, it was like juicy fruit. That was my shit. Juicy fruit was tasty. White Widow,
White
cannabis cup.
Widow, yes.
White
White
Widow.
Widow, that was
Yup,
my
I've
shit.
smoked
That
that
was
before.
White Widow. Yeah, that's what's up.
Yes. So that would be like some of my favorite strains. But I wonder if they have Black Widow. If they had Black Widow, I'd want to smoke that. Because I respect
It
Scarlett
probably
Johansson.
might kill you. If you smoke, it'll probably have to kill you. Nah, Have you ever smoked Durban poison?
I've
It's from
heard of it. I think I
Africa.
might have tried it once. A friend.
It's
I
from
never
it's
bought it, but
from
I've.
Africa.
Yeah,
It's a strain that comes from Africa. They get
yeah,
it
yeah.
here
From Durban,
sometime.
South Africa. Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense. I would love to
Durban
try that
poison.
shit, man.
It's
Honestly,
it's a
I would love
sativa.
it up.
It's a nice sativa, you know. And it grows in
See, the thing
Africa.
with me, anything to appreciate fully the flavor of the weed. If I'm
Mhm.
rolling a fat fucking spliff, it's gotta have some. It's gotta have some tobacco in there, but native tobacco. Yo, we got
I mean, I
we
used to
got
do
like
that,
the
but
other
I
son
can't
in the
do that
building
now
too.
because I just have to have the straight tea. I mean, the straight Mary Jane with all of its good complexities from the flower. You know, I don't even put any grappa in it anymore. I used to, but I stopped because it sometimes make me choke more than the flower. You know,
For me,
so
oh, it depends. Depends on the type of tobacco. If you put indigenous tobacco in there, you're good.
mm,
That's what it enhances the flavor and it enhances the eye. The way I think of it, it's like it's not filler. It's like it's truth and myth mixed together. So el gran padre de la
well,
verdad. When you
I
mix
mean,
that with like
I don't get me wrong. When I'm with my brothers, sometimes we'll still smoke in a Philly or something like that, you know,
yeah, yeah,
or
yeah,
smoke in a Dutch,
or
you know. But
yeah,
that's when I go with the homies from way back. That when we get together. Oh, what up? What up? But usually I smoke by myself. I don't usually share unless with a shorty, or someone who I consider a brother. He said, "Yo, I need you to smoke me up, my brother, or something like that." I say, "Come by, give you a couple of you know, couple of tails,
that's me.
you smoke your own,
That's me
give
right there
you."
when I do that. I'm like, that's the reason why
Give me a
I have
couple
a
of
pound.
tails like this. Maybe shorter than what I'm smoking right now. Like maybe a little short. You smoke yourself up.
Any of the
So
poets
I mean,
listening, anybody listening right now, anybody who's in here, if you come through here, it's on. We're gonna blaze, we're gonna drink, we're gonna do poetry, we're gonna do everything. And if you want to flip machetes, we can do that too. I can show you how to, but it's risky.
do that.
Lucifer knows, man. He flips blades like nobody's business. That's Logan. That's Wolverine in the flesh. He's got so many blades, he could just pull them out of his hands and they'll appear out of nowhere. He's a magician too.
That's blessed. That's blessed.
Yo, what's up this morning? What are you up to, Logan?
I'm just eating, bro. I slept 14 hours. I slept early last night. It was a very well needed rest. It was nice.
Oh,
But
same.
yo,
That's
I
blessed.
was I was gonna bring into like the weed conversation that it's much better to roll your own joints than rather than like buying them pre-rolled or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Facts. Way
I know
cheaper.
because every time you get in the pre-roll, all you get is shake of shake of shake, and you don't know
Yeah.
what you're smoking.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a problem I have. I'm like, so what flavor is this? It's like, oh, this is a mixture of such and such and such and such and such. I'm like, I don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
You got guava in it too? No, I really don't want it. You got five different flavors. You don't know what they are, and you don't know what it's gonna do to you. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather go with knowing each individual blend that I put in because I mean, like these super particular blends, I trust the fact of my nose. And I tasted them each individually, and I figured mixing them two would not have any harmful effects on me.
Mm-hmm.
And I did had a nicer high. I got a little bit more creativity from the blending of the two of these strands, candy paint and BR, whatever them are. But I mean, that's why I do it. I don't just mix five different flavors. That just let's test this out. Let's try this out. Man, it's not this type of shit.
Yeah, I'm only mixing like 2 strains at the max. That's it.
Oh, yo, I mix as many as I can whenever, but like that's just because I'm trying to build my resistance. Like, but usually you're right. I get lazy and I just pick today I've just been smoking suds and alien cookies mixed together,
Mm.
which is a funny ass name when you think of it. It's like, yo, what are you smoking on? Back in the days when nobody knew about the kind of strains that had weird names, Imagine if like somebody from 2024 hopped back into like 1970 and was like, Bob Marley was like, "What are you smoking on?" You're like,
Adi.
"Man, I got
Look
like
at
some
that
purple
Adi.
wedding
That's
crasher
sensitive.
and some suds and some alien cookies." He would have been like, "What kind of fucking shit have you been smoking?" You know,
Oh, what about Dragon's Breath?
Dragon's Breath. That's good shit. That's also a hot
Or
pepper.
cheetah piss?
Yeah.
Cheetah piss. You've had
You know
that?
what I got here? Let me show you what I got in this house right now. No joke. Some of you will know what this is. Now, this could, because it's on camera, nobody will know if it's really real or not, but I promise you it is, and it's labeled, so I'll show you.
Okay. Let's see.
I've never smoked cheetah piss before, man.
You never smoked cheetah piss?
No.
Cheetah piss is some good shit. It's some
Now,
powerful,
what
powerful
does this
shit.
say, brethren? You would know this. I have to flip the camera around.
Magic
Magic
Plant
plants
Farms.
farms
What? What does it say?
ghost
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 pepper mash,
pepper
Pepper mash.
mash.
8 pounds.
Yeah.
8 pounds?
Yep,
What? A lot of mercy. Eight
that's my hot sauce.
pounds?
That's pure ghost pepper. 2 ingredients, ghost pepper and salt.
What? Oh
Wow.
That's my
my
hot
gosh.
sauce bottle. That's what I drink out of.
Let me see your bong. I'm gonna show you my
I
bong.
don't have one. I wish. I'll show you what I have. I have a Sherlock Holmes pipe here, and I have a peace pipe.
Ooh,
That's my
Yo,
bong.
that's an
that's
alien
cool.
bomb right there.
Hold on.
Here, I'll show
Let me
you.
show you. Let me show you. Let me show you about this bong. It comes apart. It's rubber.
Yeah,
It's
loosely rubber.
it's
Yeah.
rubber.
Yo,
It comes
that's dope.
apart. You put the water inside there. You know, it's got a level where you can put the water underneath this area. Make sure that you're not above that particular level. And then put this back on. You know, just
Damn.
pops in. You know, and this, of course, your carburetor. With
Hmm.
it's got the little glass right here. That's the only glass on it. But the whole thing is made of like a Pyrex material, like a rubber Pyrex material that doesn't melt easy. So you know most bongs they get hot. This doesn't.
Oh yeah, no, that's exactly it. Yo, check it out. Let me show you what I have. I'm old school like that. This is what I have. I have this,
Mm-hmm.
and I have this peace pipe.
Oh, oh my
Hmm.
goodness! I haven't smoked out one of those in a long time.
I haven't seen you with that before, man.
Yeah,
That's cool.
man. Like, this is the Métis. I live in an indigenous lodge. Like this place is like it's this. I don't want to put it that way, but this place is native as fuck. It actually is, because I am too. So it is what it is. But here, let me show you around. Like, look, I got "Water is Life" on the wall. I got the graffiti. I got the old school snowshoes. The other ones here, the
Mm.
hybrid ones, other native art on the wall, aluminum plaques. I got the old school vinyls. Everything
Oh,
here
what's
is
that?
like it's crazy. Like this
But you
place.
throw up
Like
CDs now. It's old school now.
no, I'm from the old. Want to see my studio? I'll show you my studio, man. This is how old school my studio is. There's nothing here but a
I'm
mic hanging
saying you can
upside
throw
down.
up cassettes. You can throw up cassette tapes too as old
Oh,
school.
I got
Well, the 8-track
this.
tapes.
Listen, you want to
8-track
talk
tape
old?
is old school.
Check this. This is
Oh
Pioneer,
my
old
goodness.
school original. Check this.
Oh my goodness.
This is me, Gretchen. I'm more of an elder than people think. You see, this is my old school setup.
Oh my
This and audio, this
goodness.
is from the 90s. This is the
I remember that
sound card.
sucker.
I've made 600 albums on that sound card. This is the same
What?
sound card I've had for 25 years.
I used to see that all over the place. Everywhere I went to the studios, that M audio was always in the mix.
Yep. And you know what's crazy? You know what my program is on here? Adobe Audition 2.0. It's a version
Oh
from
man.
1997. That's what I mixed down with. I mix down with
Man.
old school shit. Like I do it golden age of hip hop style.
That's what's up. That's what's up. See now, I never really had too much equipment. The equipment I always had was like I had the EPS, an ASM10, the 16 plus, all and sonic equipment initially. Now, right now, I mess with my MacBook Air, um, with GarageBand and a complete what's it? Native Instruments Complete Control MIDI keyboard. Um, that's what I'm using right now as my main instrument. Believe it or not, believe it or
Uh,
not, that's what I use to create little tracks. Like if I have a track that I'm working on right now, it was like it plays. It's just a couple of bars over and over again. It's like plays like this. Hold on, let's see if it'll play at all. Oh, hold on. Turn it up. Can't hear it. No, can't hear it now.
a little bit.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yo, I'm a peace out, guys. It was good talking to you, bro.
Yo, thank you for dropping in for real.
Yeah,
Yo,
much love,
thank you
man.
for being here. I like anytime, yo, hit me up whenever. Let's do another one later. Let's do it proper. This morning I just wanted to do a little wake up show.
Yeah, dude, bro, I worked like 16 hours today, so maybe not.
Oh shit. Never
But
mind.
no, but
All good.
we'll probably link up.
Whenever you have time, man. We gotta keep this going. But when we do it, we'll do it proper and start a brand new season.
All right, all right, all right. Yo, peace. Much love, guys.
Peace. So I guess since you gotta get moving anyways, we should probably shut this down right now. But this has been beautiful, man. I really appreciated the conversation for real. Like this is I'm like I said, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I have nobody around here. The closest village is like 3-4 kilometers away, and there's like 200 people there. I don't know most of the people. I can barely even have 2 words exchange with them. So this is like a lifeline. Like it means the world to me, and it's fun. It's actually a lot of fun to do this.
That's what's up. I appreciate that. Oh man. Uh, I wrote it kind of long, and you know, long enough to go through a session. Sometimes I roll it long enough so it lasts an hour and a half. You know what else? And right now, this I gotta put it down. I'm high enough. You know what I mean? And I got like 9 minutes before I'm supposed to be at this in my building. I live in a building in Manhattan, and it's an SRO, and they provide certain foods downstairs. That you can get. Canned foods and some some um uh some actual vegetation. Sometimes they'll have collard greens. Sometimes they'll have cabbage. They always have potatoes and onions, and sometimes they have scallions,
That was beautiful.
mushrooms, and oh, I had some mushrooms they gave me the other day, and I cooked them up with some freaking what was it, eggplant.
Oh,
Made it
that's one of my favorites. Mushrooms and eggplants. You give
yeah,
me that. You give me like some good ratatouille. Oh,
it was good. It was good. You know,
ratatouille is such a Rasta dish too. It actually is if you spice it properly.
yeah. All you do is spice it properly. And me, I don't cook with salt. I don't cook with any salt at all, because salt makes you. I mean, makes me dry out, and I have high blood pressure right now, and I'm trying to keep my blood pressure low so I can have certain procedures done dentally wise.
Yeah, I only use natural sea salt when I use some, and I don't use lots. I had a friend
I mean,
here who
that's the only
brought me.
salt that I do use,
Yeah,
natural sea salt. But I don't. I have it in my cabinet, but it's been 6 months since I touched it. you know,
a
it's been six
tiny
months.
sprinkle once in a while is fine, but it's good
Yeah,
that you don't use it.
I
That's wonderful.
mean, I very rarely use it. I mean, I've always cooked around salt, without salt, because I mean, when I grew up in my parents' household when I was young, an aunt that lived with us was a semi-invalid from having a stroke, and so we learned how to cook around without having salt in our food. Because if we bring salt in the house, she's gonna want to put it on, and it will make her die younger or sooner. She didn't
Yeah.
die till she was 86. She came to live with us when she was 74. She lived with us 12 years after having a stroke. So, we're
Oh no, I
blessed.
feel you on that.
We're
I feel
blessed.
you. It's always better. It's like the gluten thing. Like it's better to eat without it, no question.
She saw me get graduate from high school, so it was a blessing.
Hmm.
She left me and my younger brothers a house in Florida when she passed. That was love.
Yep.
We sold that house, and you know we split the proceeds. My mother got some of the money, and all my brothers and I we got $22,000 each to as a you know inheritance
Yeah, that's what
money.
my
That's
grandmother
inheritance money.
my grandmother, the one on the side of the evil
Hmm.
grandfather, my grandmother was amazing. Like she actually left me 63 grand um
See?
as an inheritance
Hmm.
that was supposed to go to my father, and she gave it to me. She gave it to me before she died because she said, I want you to benefit from this before I pass away. And I bought my first house with that. I flipped it, made 129,000. Then I bought some money. I bought a car, I bought some shit, I spent a bit of money, and then I flipped another 100 grand, bought my mom's house, and then she flipped that later on. I don't know. I did a bunch of shit. Basically, like I ended up buying another. I pulled that money out of there, bought another house for my baby's mom at the time when we had a kid together, and then I gave that as a heritage for my youth. The half of the house that I paid for. And then they flipped it for like 400,000.
I
Uh,
wish I was as smart as you were. See,
I was
now when I
lucky.
got my money, it was
Reggie,
in
I don't know how
2005.
smart I was. I was smart sometimes, but I was lucky. I made some really good moves. The thing I'm good with is I'm good at finding really amazing investments. Like this lodge I'm in right now. Guess how much? I'll tell you. You would get an idea because you can imagine. Let's say this wasn't just outside of a big city.
Okay.
Okay, it's not, but let's say it was.
Hmm.
I have 118 acres here, river rights, a private beach, and an 8-bedroom lodge with spring fed water in the pipes, and a barn in the back that's about 3,000 square foot with a loft on top, electricity wired in. I've got a smokehouse for fish. I've got a chicken coop in the back that I'm turning into a sauna. And I've got the Appalachian Mountains in the backyard, and I've got blueberries, raspberries, apples, choke cherries, all kinds of other wild berries, mushrooms, foraging like crazy. And I've got 5 fields all the way up to the river where I can grow anything I want. How much do you think I paid for that 5 years ago?
Ah, $7 million.
That's you'd
Seven
be
million
right.
dollars.
You'd be right back in if it was close to a city. Here, the lady gave it to me half price without negotiation because she believed in me that much. She believed in my poetry, and she had a son that was the same age as me that was a poet, and she was Métis. She was indigenous, so she was the lodge keeper. She told me a year. She had 2 offers on the house, 130,000. She was asking 2 offers for it and the land and everything, all included, furniture, all of it. And she gave me for 76,000. She said 78 with the furniture. Oh, yo, V.Sykes, yes. Yo, let's do this.
78,000. You are so. Hold up. Do they have one for this?
Right?
Do they have one for this?
Yep.
They don't have one
Hi.
for
Aw. Hey,
this.
guys. How
How we
you
been for you?
doing? How you
We're,
doing?
we're doing
Doing
great.
good.
This is a
Good.
great conversation. It's a wonderful morning. I was like, you know what? I'm just hyperactive. I'm hosting shows all the time. I might as
Oh,
well just.
that's awesome. Hey, Brother Nissan. I'm glad to come up on your screen this time for real. Sentient synchronicities. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, because I feel like that's what happens. Literally, it's like people randomly drop in. That's what they are, but it happens for a reason. And then we all have pieces
Right.
drop on top of that. So it's like it all flows organically together. I feel like so many
Organically.
people watch propaganda on the news and all this shit, and they watch these bad canned comedy shows and fake reality TV. This is real.
Seriously. This is real shit.
Yeah,
And everybody's gonna know about it.
they should. You know what's crazy? All of my past shows so far, I've done about like maybe 10, 12 in a week, and
Yeah,
all of them are about 100 views now already. So that's not bad. That's
that's
like
what's
that's
up.
a small university class.
Yeah,
You know, so we're
yeah.
reaching
Don't
people
worry
for sure.
about the likes. The views is what matters because that's how you know somebody into your shit. Period.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because the views don't lie. The views are there. They might not be complete views, but they'll
Oh,
tell you which ones
but
are. You know, but then, like
somebody
you
sees
said,
you for a minute, a second, a millisecond. Somebody sees you and heard you for that long. So there's that.
yep. Yo, what up, Elijah? Please hop up if you want to too. Let's hop
Peace,
in the conversation.
Elijah. How you doing, Eliho?
Radio, see,
Peace.
Yeah, I don't got long, but I said I'm gonna hop up because I canceled it, but you brought me up, so it's cool. It must be meant to be.
oh yeah, no, please, please drop a piece.
Yeah,
That
let
would
me
be
share the
beautiful.
live. Share the liveness, brother Deshaun.
Say again?
Share the live.
Yeah,
It's lit.
we should. You
I
know what my problem
I
is?
did
Everybody I
I did
share with
share it.
Instagram has they've
I did
bet us
share
with
it. I shared
shadow
it a
ban.
few
Oh, you
times.
Oh
did? Oh,
what?
my
Yeah.
bad.
Yo, please hop up, Justar.
Gang,
Yo,
gang, you in here? Gang,
yo,
That's all I can hear. Yeah.
gang, gang. Oh, I'm loud.
you
I'm
know what
sorry, y'all. I'm
it
lit.
is. This is why I called it sentient synchronicities, you know, because I'm like, yo, this is what happens.
Love. You up here?
Please,
Gang, gang,
yeah, make a
you up
request
here?
because when they shadow ban me so that when I
I
make
just shared it with
a
Emma.
join, so I have to
Oh,
wait.
cool. Yeah, now we have two Brits in the house. Yeah. I gotta turn the car on.
Justar.
Yeah, that's cool because Elio, we can get you back up
Gang, gang.
Gang,
because
gang.
yeah, Miss Mark
Gang,
to drop
gang. I can't
anyways.
tell.
It's all love though.
What? I don't own rights to this music.
Yeah,
But y'all hear it.
we're good.
Big up
We don't do
everyone.
anything by the books here. We do it.
Oh, damn. It went off. Hold on. I'm gonna turn it back on. Hold on. Now, how I get this off the car? And then,
Yo,
okay.
don't get us banned again, brethren. You already got me banned and you banned before, yeah. Don't be going doing that shit again, bro.
No, I know, right?
Can
Yesterday,
y'all hear
Yeah,
the
she got me
music?
banned before. She got me banned like last week, the week before, isn't it?
Can y'all hear the music?
No, because I'm talking too
Can
much.
y'all hear it?
but you know, Justar, at least when they banned me last night, I still managed to make it.
It's choppy. Choppy because everybody has their mics open.
Can y'all hear the music?
Yeah, yeah, but kind of, but not
Yeah.
really.
I gotta put y'all on my earbud if I can. All this shit about Drake, my God.
Oh, that's fire.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Lone Eagle, peace.
Yo, peace to Dell too. Peace to Lone Eagle. Peace to
They
Unknown.
not like us. They not like us. They not
Oh
like us.
God, yo.
They not like us. I'm trying to get y'all on my earbud.
Rolls and trains barrel 50 for a second. Let me put y'all on game.
Yeah.
Analysts who shoot the town folk to make them rich.
Okay.
For 2024, you got the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you. This the real challenge.
Yeah.
You got future when you didn't see the club. Little baby help you get your lingo up. Got 21, get your first street cred. They'll get you feel like you a
This guy
crazy. You could be the north side. Two chains.
Y'all can hear it?
You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a copy.
Rubbing the song. Can you hear it?
The family matters. This doesn't matter. He was God plan to show y'all the liar. Yo.
Big up Power 99. All right, I'm done,
Yo.
y'all.
Mm.
Yeah, that was hard
Peace.
though too.
This was for non-profit,
Yeah.
non-commercial use only, not for any copyright infringement purposes. You know, we're still trying to do
Hello.
it.
Exactly.
That's what that.
Listen, who going?
uh,
Gang, gang?
yeah, anybody of you, the
Lead the way,
audience,
Ray.
Huh?
you
Lead
got
the way,
this.
Ray.
You came in first, so if you want to drop Vida, you do it. If not, Justar, either of you. I don't want to drop a piece right now. I'm like, that's got to be you two.
All right, I'll drop one and then I'll listen to Justar and then I gotta go.
Yeah,
All right, so because Gang Gang is here, I'm gonna go with Before I Show Face.
Bop bop.
Before I show face, Gang Gang. Before I show face, I taste in my mind and the spaces between the lines that are given to me. I find time to release me. It's the same doing another way for another day. Praise God for the other way. He remind me of and sent me love through a purple pen. Today at 8:57 p.m. I write again. The enemy lose. God win. Up and down life goes. Roundabouts, winds and woes. Karma, be good and bad depending on you. The truth hurts sometimes like it is necessary. It be free, freeing it is, shall it set, I bet nothing, for it is. This, this right here, past and rear view, present pen, clear view, future is a gift that in different time spans we all do get. Still a student this life given to me to learn, to teach, to hear, to see, to bleed, to breathe out the message in many clouds, that balance. I'm still figuring it out through words given, words read, words written by me, by you, by Eddie who was set. I titled this chapter.
I think we just lost VDOT. Shit, that was a beautiful piece. I'm like, I was just waiting for the rest of that. My apologies. Justar, are you still there?
Yo, yeah, man. I was saying it, but I was on mute. Like,
Yeah,
hope.
same thing. I was like, I didn't realize, and I like pressed after. I'm like, oh shit, this sucks. I'm like, I
No.
hate that it does that. It's
Yeah,
like so.
V's my homie as well, man. Like, I met V in America too, man. She's my gang gang.
Oh wow, yeah, no, that's facts. I'm
Is she
like,
trying to come back yet?
I
You see
hope.
her?
I don't have a request yet, but I can't. If I send the request, this is how messed up Meta is with me. I'm surprised. I got banned like 3 times from Instagram, twice from Facebook, twice from YouTube. We got restricted. I don't know how many times. I got banned from TikTok.
Didn't we
I
have
got my
all the
website, the
people in
main
the room to this?
remote motion shut down. The government wiped the archives. Like a week later, the archives on Google were wiped completely. I couldn't even pull the website. The stuff that's happened to me in my life, I got framed for triple attempted murder, framed for all kinds of shit, for trafficking, for like, I'm like, so this to me is minor inconveniences, but it still pisses me off.
Who's the lone eagle?
That's a good question, but I've seen them around before, I think. But yo, Justar, you want to drop a piece before we all get censored to shit?
No, when do you go first? I need to put my microphone in because my phone's a bit shit. You go first. Someone go first, and I'll jump in
All
after
right,
if
all
that's alright.
right. I, I, I did. I, hold on, let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to bring this piece up real quick.
What?
Oh, hold on. Where is it? I did that one already. Trying to do something I haven't done with you before.
Words. No question. Yo, let me
Trying to
keep
bring
it flowing.
up Tale of a Dying Planet.
Check that out.
That's what I'm trying to bring up right now.
Okay. That
But
sounds
I
beautiful.
don't know what it is. I got to close one of these. Hold on, I got too many
Okay, bro,
documents
he
open.
comes back.
All right, I'm gonna quit this real quick, and quit.
If you need a minute, I can go now if you need some time.
Go ahead. Then come on
Yeah,
out.
that sounds beautiful. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
All right. Big up, gang. I'm gonna do a piece that I don't think I've done with you. I think you might have heard it in the show. All right. Hit it, DJ. Mic check 2 1 2. Yes, I'm looking at you. Starting our own love language, fine tuning subwoofer. Just the thought of your sound effects be affecting the sounds I'll be making. No words, just sounds affecting me. Overtaking the language you used to speak. Shit, them sounds affecting again. Fluent with our mouths, bilingual, trilingual, try anything your lips will. Mastering sounds, we be professional. Multilinguists just got to articulate this accurately, dictate this dialect. No gibberish. Hubba hubba. I could be whatever you wanna. Mummy, daddy, like an old school movie. Got me learning how to communicate with our bodies. Actions speak louder than words. No silent moves. Fuck, she's noisy. Let's call it music. You fit as a fiddle. Let me play you in all the right places. Every instrument. Learning to breathe differently. Mixing the beat up. Twisted, chopped and screwed. This is gonna be a banger. Bang her. All that bass and them hi-hats. Gong that cymbal. Harp her flute. Synchronizing mind, body and soul. Gotta make you moan. Test them vocal cords. Composer. Sexy Cinderella. Scream at the top of your lungs until you get close to losing your voice. Gonna have the neighbors singing my name like, fuck, this bitch's lyrics are catchy. Can we get a replay? Encore on her core. Yes, please. Got you singing in soprano, alto, falsetto, all the tones. Every sound, extra bass, hit that, tap it, slap, squeak, shake, rattle, blow it, go, whoa, whoa, what's my name, what's my name? Say it again, shout it, pump that volume, bust the speakers, drumming in formation. You can ring my bell, blow the whistle, let's face the music, pure vibrations, play her trumpet, watch your eyes roll in delight, music for the soul, the sweetest symphony, got me fully listening, can't miss a beat. Sexy sounds escape our bodies, like an orchestra, we play all the rhythms together. Swapping conductors, outlining that body with his baton. Blended melodies. The piano keys are black and white, but they sound like a million colors in your mind. High pitch, low treble, tempo, you take me so high. Volumes increased, maximum, carnival for two. Music expression. No wonder we creating such beautiful harmonies. Private concert, VIP party. You're the only song I want to sing. Karaoke. Can we carry on? Okay, please scratch them discs. Let me play you like a broken record. You're the perfect remix. Ultimate LP. Now flip it so I can hit the B-side. Pull up, run the rhythm, reload her. My favorite soundtrack. Reverberating them sound waves, splashing back on me, surfing acoustics in the air. Attractive atmosphere. Can we just jam? Get in our sessions, hit that jukebox, insert the coin and tell me what you want to hear. I'll play every beat, be your boombox. Just start call me the ghetto blaster. Gotta blast her. I'll play every beat again. Narrate her. We're joining the opera, telling stories through them next level notes we hitting. Knocking boots. I'll come make your bed rock. Learn you like an instrument. Play your nipples in my lips, both of them. Like I'm practicing chords on the guitar with my tongue. Let's take our time. We got all night and day. Keep it in rhythm. Put a little oomph in it. Push it real good, sex machine. Speechless. Something like a phenomenon. Red light special. Slow down. Nice to the slow. Grind with me. Rock the boat. Your love is a 187. Dip it low. Bump and grind. Moan and groan. Your body's calling. I want to be down. Digging on you. Sex therapy. Give me that. Work it. Like misdemeanor. I need a glass of water. Original bump and grind anthems, no biggie, or whatever you feeling feels you. I'm feeling too. Making shapes on a dance floor. Some say the X make the sex spectacular. Let me show you this is how we do it. Freak like me. My love is a freak me, genuine pony, ride me. What's your fantasy? My sex is number one. Make it hot. The beat goes on and on. Now scream. Let me blow your mind. The beat never lies. Chime in. Want to feel every part. Check the sheets again. Double checking notes. Never sing a different tune. The most divine sound. The stage is yours. Savor every second. Show me all them faces you be making. You in the moment. Hitting every chord. Not a dull note around you. Fully in key. Need to see it again. Watch the replay. It takes two to tango. Making the Kama Sutra look like a beginner's guide. Projecting audio. Damn, you sound so fucking beautiful. Sensual melodies move me. Timeless like vinyl. Just want to get my hands on them decks and be your DJ, broadcaster. Now, reload this anthem. Sex with me. Like Rihanna sings, suck my cockiness, slip my persuasion, eat my words. Let's play. Play my words underscore it. You might be the queen of hearts, but I'm going to be the queen of your body hearts. I'll never break this beat. Just got to keep it, beat it, remixing, toe curling, hair tingling, body popping rhythms. Now, let's reload this again. Test the speakers. We the perfect duo. You sing and I'll back you up all the way. Click my fingers, snap, snap that constantly. Anything you need to keep you motivated. Boom, boom, busy signal. Call me the bedroom bully. Bashment, run the rhythm. These lyrics hit differently. Sweet is smelly, like a choir. We can acquire whatever you desire. You making me higher, body pie. Just tell me what's your fantasy. Wanna lick you from your head to your toes. Rewind, remix, we making music again. Neighbors banging on the wall, begging for the pull-up. So, okay, I reloaded. Now bend over so I can hit that drum. Shake your tambourines for me. Singing lessons next. We gotta warm up first. Lip buzz, tongue trill, jaw loosening, testing the mouth muscles, stretching every organ. Sexual healing, doctor, cure me. Orgasms contaminate me. Medicate me with a natural remedy. I'm here for it. Timing is everything. Got me tapping, clapping. We in sync. Fuck, we making music.
Ooh. Okay, this is official. Like, please, if it's possible to do a collaboration, I want to do an album with you. I want to do an album with, like, have all the fam on there. You know what I mean? Like the live fam. I want to have an album where we do shit. You know, like we drop stuff together. But I like, yo, Justar, that piece. I was just like, I want that as an intro to an album I want to do with you, if that's possible. You know?
Love, man. Yo, appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Justar. See, now I was bringing out some other piece, but now you made me have to switch up all together with what you brought out. You know what
Put
I'm
your piece away, brother. I don't want to see your piece. Sorry.
saying?
You know what I'm saying.
um,
That was a good.
the piece me bringing out because you brought out your piece is called
Show you mine. You show
Lost
me
Chronicles
yours.
Part
Unfair.
One. I have this a series of poems called the Lust Chronicles. I have three. It's only three in the whole set. And this is the first one, Lust Chronicles Part One. But I don't really care what people say. I don't really watch what I'm do. Still me got to stick to me girl like glue. And me not play number two. All I know is time to get in the red. Need a lot of trees up in me head. Got a little damsel in me bed to run the red. Saw you girl in the reggae club last night. You know what I'm saying? Got me out right drooling over your friend. No boyfriend inside, so you know me got to know your name now. No. I don't know. Cause cause I'm just gonna rename you Boobala, you know what I'm saying? With kind of thoughts me dreaming of you and entering your drawers, girl, you know what I'm saying? Are they dainty little tongues ready to turn on? Are they them ways in their pair, you know, where you're thinking you're not doing anything ain't going on, no? I smell your perfume on and more. Send intoxicates me soul you know, in my nostrils, you know what I'm saying? Gives me mixed feelings, the feelings of jumping your bones, you know what I'm saying? Turning spring fling to summer boob thing, you know? Turning full cuddle buddy rains to winter snuggle bunnies again. See, I already put you in my future, at least for a season or a few. Right now, lust has been raising in my loins, you know what I'm saying? To fiery ember flames for you. Dark chocolate essence, slim waisted frame, you see me. Shaking a chocolate cake, me libido, me libido, you know what I'm saying? Untamed. Ready to burst onto the scene like a porn star on it. Yeah, fawn dog, wolf, pony, pony. Sickness awaits wetness. Dictionary blessings. To get deep with to want down to win. I can't help it, baby. I just got to have your skin. your flesh, your mounds, your wet. Teach me to repent. Roll a blunt and roll another blunt and get bent. Couples, them copulate. Bed, squeak, sounds dominate. The air smell of sex, sweat, undulate. Orgasms, leaving stains the telltale signs of our first date. See, I don't usually like to label ladies on the first night. I like to leave anticipation's hunger of when we will share each other's skin. But you were that irresistible, overwhelming desire that had to be satisfied. But now you are out of my sight, but not out of mind. I now go for a self-love session, masturbating and dreaming of that touch of your sexy frame. The heat can't be tamed. Out on the prowl again. Out on the prowl again. Hoping I can see you again. Dancing that dance hall work. Windy, grindy, booger double trouble twerk. That twirl up that lust for y'all. That lust, I got a special place in my spank bank for y'all. I lust you. I lust you. I lust you with animalistic carnal desire to search for you again, to once again quench that flame undulated carnalistic for unlawful carnal knowledge, fucking like lessons as college, knowing full well the lessons of skin to skin, reaching the deeper platforms within, fucking like a race car driver trying to win, reaching that state of heaven within the join of two lustful lovers joined at the hip, throb, lust of coitus, until, 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 until we meet again. Well, I don't really care what people say. I don't really watch what them want do. Still me got to get me girl like blue. And I'm in block and play number two. All I know is time to get in dread. Need a lot of threads in my head. Got a little dancing in my bed to run the red.
Oh, yo, peace to Queen Liberati in the building, to everyone who's in the
Gang,
building.
gang.
Now,
Come on, my
poetry,
G.
gang, y'all. And the goddess is in the building. I gotta say
Gang,
100 to the
gang.
response
Love you,
piece
sis.
quick to that
I
one
love you
because
too, gang,
I
gang.
can't
Bless
just
up,
leave that the
everybody.
way it is, because there's a lot of raw expression. And I got to be honest, brethren, I got to go off the top on this one and tell you sometimes a lot of those expressions, they might not have been the goddess's wishes. You know what I'm saying? I don't fantasize about goddesses ever that I don't have the permission for because I'm like, yo, this isn't respectful. Think about the Me Too movement and everything else. And I'm like, yo, you got a lot of goddesses in the building right now and oracles listening. And not a lot of them want to hear that kind of shit. I promise you this. So please restrict yourself in the future on those love poems because that sounded a lot more like lust to me, especially when you talk about masturbation and all that shit. I'm like, I hope that goddess wasn't wishing for anything else than what you were wishing for because otherwise that's not respect. That's just off the top of my head. That's a freestyle. I had to say that because I'm like, yo, I'm hosting this. You know what I mean? And I'm hosting from a matriarchal feminist perspective. And if I hear that kind of shit, I'm like, yo, brethren, you're lucky you have a really beautiful voice, you have good poems, you have good essence, you know what I'm saying? But you got to restrict yourself sometimes. I promise you this. This is coming from the heart, it's coming from the soul, it's coming from my consciousness too. So I just got to say this, and I got to leave the floor to Queen Liberati and everybody else who's on here. But thank you for your time. Thank you for everything you've done. We've had amazing conversations so far. It's been beautiful. But please, in the future, if you're going to drop a love poem, try to keep it not as explicit. You know what I'm saying?
I was truthful in the fact that I said it was from a set of pieces called the Lust Chronicles.
Oh, I heard the Love Chronicles. I
No,
heard
I
the
said
love,
Lust. I said
Shit.
Lust
Well,
Chronicles.
that's what it
If you
sounded
wanted
like.
me
So you
to be,
delivered on that one.
I said it straight from the front, from the beginning, that it was from the Lust Chronicles, 3 parts. And if you need me to curtail it, I could have done that from the
No,
beginning. When it
Oh,
come
that's
to
my
that piece, I
bad.
would
I
have
heard
come. I would
Love
have came with the
Chronicles.
waters piece.
I
It was
heard
the
a
only.
love poem. That's what I was
No, I didn't
thinking.
say. I said nothing about love. I didn't say anything about love. I said Lust Chronicles, and I was.
It is
That's
what
why I said it in the
it is.
beginning.
It's there now.
If
You know
you
what
heard
I'm
love, you heard it correctly, but that's not what I said.
saying?
Okay.
Oh, that's okay.
And
You know, but it is
I
what
did
it
it
is.
extra because any disrespect, it was not meant to be melt that way. It was meant
No,
to.
it's all good. But there's a lot of other people that got to come up, Reggie. And we've been on here for about 2 hours, me and
Yeah,
Leon. So
that's
if it's
true.
okay,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna have
drop
to
down.
ask you to drop
I'm gonna
down and
drop
let
down because
everybody else
I'm
come back up.
missing what I'm supposed to be doing in the first place. So
No,
I'm
I
gonna
feel
drop
you.
now.
It's we're supposed to exactly. You gotta go grab some food
Yeah,
anyways.
that,
But mad respect for everything else, no question. Yo, you're a
peace and
good brother,
blessings.
and I know this, Dred.
Peace and
Mad
blessings.
respect.
Thank you.
Peace.
Respect.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. King,
Love, love, love.
Yo,
gang,
peace to
in
everyone.
it, bro.
It
Well,
bruv.
well,
Sorry if
good
that
God,
sounded
Cypher.
rude to anybody, if that sounded disrespectful to anyone else. I don't want to disrespect anyone, but that's the whole point of what I tried to. I just wanted to not censor myself, you know?
It's your show, bro. You can do what you want.
Yes,
Where,
your
but I
show.
don't
You
want to
ain't
be like
bullying
that, you
anybody.
know?
If you ain't bullying anybody in front of me, I won't be you up. You get me? You're good.
Yo, because I want everybody to be able, I want even youth to be able to listen to this and relate to it, you know what I'm saying?
Um,
But there is explicit shit, so I get it. I get it.
what a
Yo, so please,
blessing to be here
Queen
today, though.
Liberati, anybody else, please request. Hop on in and the floor is yours. I don't want to speak any more
Thank
than I already
you.
did.
Did you go yet? Did anybody else go yet? Because I don't want to just come in and go if nobody else went
No,
yet.
everybody's been dropping pieces. We've been good.
We're
We're
ready
good.
for you, man.
Okay, so this piece right here is called Man Eater. Hopefully you don't get mad at me.
Oh no,
But
no,
this is called
no. Listen, I would never say anything to censor a goddess ever, ever.
um first and foremost, I gotta give you your quad for having me on your platform. Thank you so much. Justar, I love you. Gang. That's my people.
Yeah,
V.Dots,
bro.
I love
Family
you.
in the
Gang.
building.
It's all love though. Blessings to everybody else in the audience. I see everybody. Elder Bonita, bless everybody. I've been having a real difficult time, guys, so definitely keep me in your prayers. But God is good. I will never allow the fakeness and the, you know, people posture a lot and people pretend a lot, and I will never allow that to keep me from being this genuine person. This is who I am, flaws and all. And I thank God for my tribe. I thank God for people like you guys, where I know that
She really is like that. I've met her in
you,
person. I've touched her.
you
She really
know,
is like that.
I've touched you, and you're really like that. So for anyone who's really not for me, all the best to you. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I am somebody's Bacardi
Yeah,
Platinum.
no question. And yo,
Pop,
I
pop,
got
pop.
nothing but love and respect for you.
I
I
love
just have
you.
to say, Sean, we've never had any issues with anything before. And the whole conversation before that, if anybody drops in and listens to the whole podcast, you'd see we had a beautiful, beautiful conversation. No arguments, no anything. We dropped pieces together. But when it got to that piece, something just made me say, I don't want to censor myself. I have to express from a feminist, matriarchal perspective the way I was raised. If my mom was in the room, she would have told him, control yourself, you know?
Right. You have to be real with yourself. He was real with himself, and you were being
Exactly.
real with yourself.
Exactly.
And I don't think and no one should take it offensively, because if you're being yourself and you're not hurting people by being that, then it is what it is.
No, for sure.
So this is called Man Eater. Like I said, I've been really looking at my old pieces, and this is a piece that I'm gonna read to you guys because I couldn't find it online because I had all my stuff online and I lost a lot of pieces, but I was able to find this. So this is a message to the men, because a lot of times I think that men really take women. I don't think men really know the power that women possess. Not all men, but I need you to understand, it's either she possesses powers. Women possess powers, period. But there's negative energy, there's positive energy, and there's women that are here to build, and then there are women that are here to destroy. So to the men, I really want you to listen to me. Every man under the sound of my voice, those that are catch it on the audience or catch it on the replay, this is for all the beautiful men out here. Please be safe, because the man eaters are here. Man eater. Eating you alive acts like prey, but she's the predator. Eating you alive acts like prey, but she's the predator. She's the best thing that happened since bread and butter consummated their marriage and got together. She's the finest chick ever, make a brother sweater from the first day of January through December. Everybody wants her. Every man's a goner when her snares come upon you, lures you and draws your attention to her. The man-eater sinks her teeth right through you, but she's the predator. Sinks her teeth right through you. Like tender steak, she simply choose you. Eating you alive acts like prey, but she's the predator. She's on assignment for your soul's funeral. She's a messenger. She's designed with one purpose in mind, to find mankind and lead them to death through her behind. Our frontal flower, we call the tulips, the depths of hell, resides in it. She's the entrance, but only those that are aware can depict this and avoid the snares of the temptress and the traps of the adulteress. She's dangerous, poisonous, cold-hearted snake, but she looks tempting and delicious. This chick is blessed with thick hips, full lips, wearing the most sensual fragrance, intoxicating the senses, arousing the flesh's members, leaving the brothers vulnerable and hoodwinked. Hypnotic chick, groomed for tricks, plucked brows, long French tips, eyes that mesmerize and make a brother lose his cool quick. Make a chase cat forget that he's a eunuch. Make a religious cat take off his tunic. Remove his clergy collar and hang it on the pulpit. Leaving church to go screw quick. With the velocity expeditiously, cats swarming like bees to lick the honey that drips off her lips. She speaks words of deceit just to get a brother in between the sheets, parting her legs like the Red Sea, promising you milk and honey, but in actuality, she's leading you to the Dead Sea. Death is her secret identity. She looks good on the outside, but on the inside, she's a venomous beast, ready to suck your blood and release the venom that would snatch your vitality and introduce you to mortality. Finite and simplistic beings get caught in her vicious schemes. She's alluring. She's a beauty queen in her own kingdom and won't allow you to rule. She plays you for a fool. She makes you drool, lose your cool, and indeed you become a pawn in this vicious scheme. Your heart belongs to her, and she will do with you as she pleases. She's relentless. She makes you feel like you need this and can't live without handling your business. She calls you while you're sleeping, got you sleepwalking and creeping, peeping in windows, sneaking, waiting for her husband to go away so you can come. Enter her abode and play tickle fancies, indulge in revelries, drunken in sin till there's no sense of sobriety. Everything is merriment and gaiety. She's ill like that. She's smooth like that. Brothers think they've got game, but they're played by that, ruled by that, under influence like crack. Got junkies feeding. The adulteress got her brother screaming, wanting and needing, craving and starving to ejaculate and drop his seed on the ground, wasting his semen on heavy illicit breathing, ravishing another man's breast seems appealing in the mind of the tempted brethren or the heathen. She was designed with one purpose in mind, to find and lead men to death through her behind, or the frontal flower we call the tulips. Yes, the private genitalia with that one slit. But until brothers understand this, they continually slip, trip, and crack their heads open for a glimpse. She's a commercial and advertisement of wickedness, and her goal is to make brothers spend their last dime to get a peek of that. Lie, cheat, and commit adultery to get a piece of that. Many cats hit the grave for that. Touched it and death became them, all because of the loose woman whose intentions is to slay men. Death is her parting gift. She lies with you and transfers her spirits. Her name is Sin. In this case or comparison, Sin will be an acronym short for sexually intriguing, and infiltration begins with the forbidden fruit you're viewing becomes the object of your affection. Desire sets in, enticed by lust within. Sin now activated by the flesh you're in to make you fall prey to the man assassin. She's mentioned in the book of Proverbs. She's as real as I'm breathing, you heard. So she's been exposed. She's everywhere, black and white, all in between. At work, at school, on the bus, on the way home, or 2 seats in front of you in the pews, in the back row. She's tall, she's small, she's thick, and she's thin. She's prey. She prays, Prey, secretly watching you like a lion. And just when you thought you could escape, oh, here she comes. Watch out, boys, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater. She acts like prey, but she's the predator. She acts like prey, but she's the predator. Don't be fooled. Take off the blinders. That's an old piece. Thank you, guys. Queen Liberati.
Ba, 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 ba,
Yo, boom, like holy. Yo, I gotta do something to follow up on that one too, but in the opposite direction of the last one I did, because I gotta say I give praise to the man eater and to the poem too, to Queen Liberati, to all of you, because there's so many macho men in this society that are harming women and calling them all kinds of names, and I'm like, yo, peace to the man eaters, peace to the assassins from the tribe of Judah, from the lion too. You know, the ones that are preying on them, that pretend that they're prey, but they're not. They're predators. I'm like, yo, we need those kinds. Those are natural goddesses. Those are the ones that we need in this society to actually cleanse the whole thing. Those are Kalis. Those are Mata Kalis. My apologies if I mumbled for a second, but I'm so entranced. I'm so humbled at the same time, but I'm a warrior, so I feel that. I'm like, yo, we need that. We need those pieces. We need those women. We need those man eaters. We need all of them. You know, we need the Jaguars, the Panthers, all of it, the Black Panther Party, and we need the whole rainbow. We need the small ones, the tall ones, the way you said it. Yo, we need them all slaughtering, all those evil men, literally, all the lecherous bigots, the world bankers, everything. We get rid of all of them at the same time. Bill Gates, the rest of it. If Meta censors this, I'll be like, it was like yesterday. It happened 6 times, whatever. 7th time must be a charm or some shit. I'm bad at mathematics. My apologies. This is for most deaf. Meta mathematics at the same time. Yo, this is for everyone. This is lyricist just
Ew.
live. This is everything. Justar, peace to the goddess too. You know, let's do this. Let's do another piece. Yo,
None.
peace to Elder Beat Maker. Yo, hop back up too if you want. Ask for yo. We gotta have him up on here. That's how I feel. That piece
Yo,
just
sorry, man.
inspired me.
I was on my phone. Yo, go on, Sister Queen. You know you got this.
Oh, it's me. Let me get my phone out. What I got? So I'm short now because I've been. Whenever I read, you can see I can't read my eyes. I got to get my eyes checked again. I haven't been wearing glasses because it's really hard for me. With the glasses on, it gives me this bright light that blinds me. It's weird, but I'm gonna try to find something short and sweet and to the point. How you doing, Justar? I miss you.
Yeah.
I know, man. I feel like I ain't spoke to you in a minute, man. I'm a bit shit on the chat. It's like can't even get my words out. Yeah, man. Life be life, and
Okay.
bros.
Let me see. Okay, I'm glad you okay. That's all that matters. Let me find something real quick for you, King, so somebody else could come up.
Oh no. You can stay here. Like we're good. Like Elder Beatmaker can come up on the 4th and we're good.
Okay, so this is we call it family. Okay, this is serious to me. This piece. Man the woman. I mean, man the man. Woman the woman. Mother the daughter. Father the son. United we stand. Divided we're done. As family, we're moving like a unit. Legion 6,000 becomes an army of one. Apart, we are an army of. Apart, we are defeated, an army of none. Broken families is a tragedy. Since men left the home, it's been open sesame. No protection, no covering, no posterity. It's like chopping the head off the body. Sounds like a decapitation to me. Dead on arrival, leaving us women to fight for our survival. Now we're the ops, we're the rivals. On my knees, I'm at the gun range. Prayer be my clip and the Bible be my rifle. I can't afford to stay idle. I have to move up and down the aisle. Food and clothes shop and feed the kids all wild, possessing a sense of style. Go to work, go to church, don't forget to vote. Remember your taxes must be filed. My life is like moonwalking with Billie Jean on the Green Mile, waiting to be executed. That's all before breakfast, before the morning news of another police shooting, black on black crime, or another hanging, some more rioting and looting. I swear I want to be soft, docile, and dainty, but I can't. I became hard as soon as I began to wear the pants. I'm that woman that has the woman to woman and the man to man. I had to learn to tiptoe and to tap dance as fast as Master say, reply certified for them food stamps. The father in majority of these single family homes now is Uncle Sam. Fighting for my rights, fighting for my kids, fighting for my life. I'm just fighting to live. I have to mother the daughters and father the sons, playing dual parts the best that I can. Assume the role, I became the man, all while still trying to fulfill my rightful duties as a woman, a miracle working magician. It's hard to be soft when life circumstances forces you into being a man. I just want to sing and dance, clap my hands while celebrating whole families across the land, but I can't because my family is broken. The man is gone. Left us with a gaping wound, we're left wide open. I gotta stand on the front lines, fight for my bloodline. I don't have time to be soft. When I'm worried, sick out of my mind, who gonna kill mine? Scared all the motherfucking time. Praying to God all my children will be fine. Rent is due, and Con Edison ain't received a damn dime. And I ain't gold digging for mine. Most of the time, those be the pretty and soft kinds. Kevin Samuels would say if he were with us today that I ain't the Marion Khan because of all the baggage that's been left behind. It's funny how men call their seed baggage. That shit blows my mind. But they love to climb on the mountain of you and me to plant their seed to leave their seed behind. Isn't that divine? Don't mind me and my sarcasm. That's how I get off. That's how I orgasm. In other news, I'm the Coretta to your Martin, the Betty to your Malcolm. I'm making kings and queens, but I couldn't make them without him. So him, the head of the family, is what we need. Put the pieces back together of the family tree. Rooted and grounded firmly. Together as one, we have dominion. Victory is spelled Family. We call it family. Queen Lavarati, and that's that piece.
Oh my goddess, that had me thinking like I'm like
Had common screen for that
I was
one
like
and do the buck up,
crying
man. I really
etheric
blush.
tears.
Love,
I'm
love.
Thank you,
like there
Queen.
with you. I'm like, holy shit, I don't even know what a fraction of your pain is, to be honest, like I said yesterday, but I'm like that piece probably one of the most powerful pieces I ever heard in my life.
Oh my God. Thank you, King.
Everything was just hitting. Like I'm like, it's like Justar when she drops, I'm like,
You know, Justar is one of the beasts out here. One of the
she
best. One of
is.
the beasts.
Me too. Like, yo.
Don't make me blush.
Oh, I love y'all. Thank you, King. I appreciate it coming from you, because you're a man, and I want men to know how important they really are to the family dynamics because women, again, I'm a soft person. I'm sweet. I'm this, I'm that, but I can't always be soft and sweet because I have to play dual roles. I don't want to play them, but I have to because if somebody were to come in my house right now, I can't be thinking about my feminine or my female. I have to think about the energy, the protector. I have to think about the masculine side because I have to fight. And not that women aren't warriors. Yes, women are warriors, but I'm the weaker vessel. I'm softer. I'm dainty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that side of it, but I still would say you're way stronger than we are in so many senses. Like you have like, but the thing is that's the reason your piece and what you said in there is a large reason of why I said what I said to Nishan earlier. Because I'm like, would he have taken care of that seed when he was masturbating about the goddess he was talking about that he saw at the bar? I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know if he would have been a good father and been there for his seed. I hope that he would have. But you know what I mean? Like a lot of dudes will fantasize like that all day long, and at the end of the day, when they take up their responsibility, that's why that piece to me it hurt me in a different way. This it hits me, but I'm like, yo, I feel you. But that one, I was like, I had to speak. So my apologies again. I don't even want to disrespect Nishan because he's got a lot of beautiful poetry. He's a beautiful person. But I'm like, we got to think about our desires and our fantasies sometimes, especially as men. The women, I'm like, yo, you got free carte blanche, like we say in French. You've got like free reign, like you do whatever. I've always told my partners, you're in the mood, I'm in the mood. But I've never told a single partner in my life I ever, like, yo, I won't even hold their hand without asking their permission until we get to that point where they tell me, no, it's cool, we're good, you know? But until then, I'm not that dude that's ever going to look at that goddess across the street. I have super high standards for the men around me. So the people that I keep in my circles, like Logan or other people that come on here, usually I'm like, yo, if anybody even used the word, like say somebody's playing a song and they were like, say somebody was like, a dude said, played a, like, reference Kendrick and said, bitch, don't kill my vibe. I'd be like, please get off my show. You know? Even if somebody was
Wow.
trying to joke with you, something like that, I'd be like, no, don't say that ever. Like if somebody ever comes up on this show and anyone ever talks disrespect to any of you, like Laindia Show told me something, just one thing briefly about one guy that slightly annoyed her the other day, but people forgave her and she forgave him again after that. But I'm like, somebody like that, I'm like, banned, no problem. So
I
I
hear you.
just
I
want to make sure
understand
that,
that too.
you know,
And I guess no man could get upset because of the perspective. And I don't think anyone should be upset by that. And especially when it's not intended to disrespect the
no,
man, it's more to protect the women. And I thank
exactly.
you so much for that, no matter what, whether we were offended by it or not. You being offended for us and you stepping up for us, because by any means necessary, if you even heard anything that might offend us, you were there to protect. And to me, no matter what, I'm definitely going to support that. I think that's beautiful. And much love to you men that are standing up for us for real on that real level, because we don't have a lot of that out here. A
Thank
lot of
you.
us are being objectified, and then we end up objectifying ourselves because we're thinking, even as an older woman, I'm put in predicaments as an older woman to have to choose to, okay, I'm a goddess, yeah, but then I do want companionship. So what do I do? Because everybody objectifies us. I'm not going to settle,
Yeah.
but we're put in predicaments where we too have to make these rational decisions based off of what we want and desire too, because it's no, I'm not going to say no because you're here and there's a lot of other men scattered abroad the world, but not in all our communities. Everybody wants to smash today. Everybody wants to do it right now. We're not regarded as anything but a dick warmer. Excuse my French.
No, I feel you. You know, it's funny. I was smiling when you said as an older woman, and I'm like, how are you old? Like, that's not possible. I'm
I was going
sorry.
to go tell her to go wash her mouth out in the sink when I heard her saying that too. And he just said something else, and I was like, what? No,
Yeah,
Bridget, come on now.
no,
Wait.
I'm like,
But it's true. Okay,
you're an
the
eternal being.
reality is,
That's how I see you. You know, I'm like, you're in your pure maiden mother form. You know.
thank you. I appreciate it. This is amazing. Like I told you and Logan or Ryan, right? Ryan?
Oh, Ryan too. Yeah, Ryan and Logan. Logan was on earlier. Ryan's usually on too. There's a bunch of.
Oh, Logan. Yes, I remember Invictus,
Yeah,
Lucifer Invictus.
yeah.
So yeah, like there's a protection that I feel like there's a definite sense of, women mattering.
Yeah, they're all martial arts trained. Those people are like they're trained in like feminism theory and like in matriarchal principles. They're aware of like many indigenous traditions. So they have to be. To me, those are the only friends I want to keep around me. If I have dudes coming here that tell me this is why I keep this bucket of hot sauce I was showing earlier. I have a bucket of Buttholokia, the second hottest pepper in the world, 8 pounds of it. I keep that here for the guys that talk shit. If men come here and they have the wrong intention, I'm like, here, calm down, have a spoonful of hot sauce. Let's do hot ones. I have 10 questions to ask you. The first one is, how do you respect women? Now eat a spoonful and answer the question.
That's amazing. We need these teachings out in the States.
But they do that on
Ah.
TV. They do the hot ones thing and they ask them tough questions. I'm like, I have some tough questions for the industry too. I would love to do hot ones with people that are stuck up in this whole thing that's going on in Hollywood. I would be like, okay, you eat the hot sauce. We start at 1 million Scoville unit. We go up to 10. The last question is going to be a really difficult one. I'll say, how close were you to Puffy? That's question number 10.
This is, whoa, interrogation style. Woo! I've never, like, you said that's the hottest pepper out?
Yeah, that's the second hottest pepper in the world originally. The hottest one is the
Lord.
Carolina Reaper now, but that's a hybrid. So the hottest in the world is Scorpion from Trinidad originally, I think, and from the Caribbean in general. Scorpion pepper, that's 1.8 million Scoville units usually. This one, the way it's fermented, it's a 4-year-old bucket.
Oh, I
And
grew
I've
up with
left it.
cherry peppers from Guyana, man. I reckon I can munch that like it's toothpaste.
See, people that know, they say that the people that are most revolutionary in the world are the ones that eat the spiciest. Now, who eats the blandest food in the world? White people. So think about it. This is the reason why white people aren't revolutionary. They don't have the right amount of spice in their life. They need to spice up their life, but then they need to spice up their melanin too. And the next thing you know, they wouldn't be white anymore. And they'd realize that their illusion was being stuck in colonial quandaries. They could actually evolve if they wanted to, but that would take them generations, and then it would be their seed, and it wouldn't be them anymore. And that's what we're dealing with right now, is the ghost of colonial remnants. But anyways, I didn't want to even freestyle. I want to leave this floor to Justar and to Queen Liberati.
Justar, it's on you.
Gang. All right, I'm gonna do an older piece, yeah?
Gang.
On mute, bass booming, still silent, no volume. I do what, innit? What I want, popcorn? Big up, pump my chest, fist in the air for our ancestors. Representing from day dot, first marks made, mark making Justar remarkable. Silent words scribble the page, zigzag scratching endless mazes. Outlining is human, stenciling realism, life situations, main collection, the ultimate exhibition. Gallery of life, living is the daily submission, never submitting, giving in. using every crayon in the box, the brightest colors screaming to be seen, boldest brushstrokes striving to be noticed, colors blocking the dark times, staying away from them shadows. Maybe even hear the pastels part as they press the paint on the page, dropping to the ground, or is it falling to the floor? Masking feelings, the beauty of creativity, expressing innocently, coloring outside the lines. Can't box me in, drawing my own reality. A picture speaks a million words. Stolen voice, painted clearly, broken child, filling the cracks with Play-Doh, molding a dream world, reshaping history, learning my words are still muted. No matter how loud I speak, shout, scream, unheard. Nobody seems to hear a word, not even one letter I mutter. No one listens to my sentences. Like I don't have feelings. Of course, I don't feel a thing, so why would my feelings be in question? Volume on maximum, real loud. I hear the sound coming out my mouth. Sure, I'm speaking words out of it. Heard so much from people that they understand, yet none of them hear a fucking word I'm saying. Listen to a thing. Repeating myself so much, I've got a fucking headache. You say you're listening, so what are you still misunderstanding? Spraying words like graffiti, the streets teachings, UK things, no fucks given when it comes to the real talk. Ain't afraid to speak out. Say what's got to be said. Art imitating life, not just art for art's sake. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say, minus the mimic, because I'm a decent fucking human being. Just our blank canvas, sharing my palette on the painting. Still, nobody hears me clearly. Listens to a single sound, quietly, at all. Tumbleweeds, no hablo English, lost in translation. Raise my voice. Suddenly, I'm angry. Passionate person. Language barrier. People only hear what they choose to listen to. Punishing sentence. Blessed with the ultimate gift from the big man. Credited with an artistic license. Got so many ideas like someone switched the lights on. Bright spark, spell check, ink, dip, paint, mix, glowing hues, dying, therapeutic, crafting, cutting a cycle, broken circles, original realism, daily living. Might have sat at the back of class, but I'm always ahead of you. Like your nose, getting cross-eyed, trying to focus on it. Tinted glasses, learning endlessly, shining. Now I hear the breeze too. Didn't know I had so many fans. No wonder it's so cold in here. Boundless, escaping via my imagination, visionary. Even when I'm misunderstood, at least I'm not missed again, completely. Negative space, missing, still stood, always standing. Artistry. Read my mind like a psychic perspective, lyrics, symbolism. Seeing my future. No jumping, just pushed right in at the deep end. Gang gang with a capital G. Get it all from my Gma, get me. Grandma still got me. The original, real OG. My G. After the one we joined hands for first. The one we down for, look up to. You down with GOD? His eyes on the sparrow, crafted crawling from the creator. The closest never see. Too close to see the detail, like a painting. Gotta stand back to really see the painting. Picture it, snapping narratives, flashing fierce notes and brushstrokes, peace, engraved fire in my heart. Etched for an eternity. The world's my oyster. And I'm the fucking pearl, reflecting images pretty as a picture. Does anybody see me? Depths to see, layers to this show. Everybody needs some TLC. Yeah, I don't understand them letters either. What a weird sentence, pure fantasy. Imagine if they asked if I was okay. All these letters just don't make sense. Luckily, I got jokes as well as lyrics. If it weren't so funny, I'd probably be laughing. Only create as I live it, dream what I imagine, affirming my life's mission, snapping, poetry calling, finally found my voice, documenting the past, manifesting my greatness. Whether you hear me, see me, look right fucking through me, catch a word, I say I'm here and I'm worthy, because the big man made me, and I came from the seed in my G. So blessed to be this strong. Should just write in block capitals from now on, because my words matter. Justar misdemeanor, I do art in it. Clearly see the world regardless, how it hurts my heart so. Luckily, my heart's got the extra art at the end of it. Heart, stay true. Real love from day one. Always been my constant, never left me. Artistic block couldn't break our bond.
Beast.
I gotta close on that because I'm
Namaste.
like, yo, I'm like, I don't want to, and then I'm like, we've already been here, I think 3 hours or so, and I'm like, I don't want anything to get censored after that. I'm like, Queen Liberati, if you want to do the closing statements on that, that's what I'm gonna call it, because I'm like, yo, and peace to C Pieces who just joined in. I'm just gonna, that's one of my best friends in the world, literally. That's like one of the greatest beings. I can't even say friend because it's way more than that, but you know. So this is beautiful. Like this turned from like, I just did one little conversation this morning when they're on, and this turned into like a beautiful podcast. So that's sentient synchronicities for you. Thank you so much, Justar, because like Queen Liberati, Justar, especially to everybody, to Nishan too, for coming on early. We had really good conversation in there about nutrition and everything, about Rasta principles, really good shit. So my apologies, brethren. No disrespect to anyone intended. It is what it is. We just got to keep it raw and uncensored here, but then also sometimes we got to use our own forms of decolonial censorship in the terms of, patriarchy, because there's a lot of oppression going on. So it is what it is. And I'm super glad that there's a platform for people like this that's going on for all of us and for every one of you for hosting too. So I look forward to so much more of this.
Beautiful. That was beautiful. Thank you so much for the platform, Justar. You just killed it like always. Amazing, amazing pieces.
Ditto. Love, man. Like always, glad to share space with you, man.
Thank you, King.
Yo,
You said you're closing, right?
thank
Love,
you.
brother.
Yeah. So I was just saying, if you want to say a last few words, please. If you want to drop a couple of words of wisdom, a prayer or something for closing, whatever you wish, Queen.
Oh, well, we thank you so much again for what you do in this platform as a patriarch who's watching out for the matriarchs. We thank you for keeping us protected. God bless you. Justar, you already know what it is. And everybody in the audience, just be great today, no matter what. Just go out and be great. And if you're feeling low, just remember that you are the gift. You are the blessing. You're put here because there's something impactful for you to do, no matter how depressed, anxious, or sad you are in life. Just remember that you're here for something. And if you need someone to talk to, 988 is the number for the United States. I don't know what the numbers are for everywhere else, but you could reach, I would say for me, you can hit me up in my DMs. I don't want to offer up their DMs, but you could
Same here.
definitely
I'm there 24/7. I told that to my students back in the days. I said that to everyone, the staff, administration, anybody who needed it. My office was there. I had medicines, teas, herbs, spring water, good food, ITAL food. So I would say keep it ITAL, sleep is vital, water is life, food is medicine. Please, people, take care of yourselves. And herb is the healing of the nation. Blaze one up if you like that shit, or eat it, or do something. But wear some hemp clothes, do
Put
some
a
hemp
ring on it.
oils, put some hemp hearts.
yeah,
Marijuana.
Yeah,
marijuana.
marijuana. Mary Jane is my goddess. She never cheated on me. Mary Jane never cheated on me. She's always been there for me.
Alright, well, have a
You
good
heard it.
day, guys, and love as always.
Yeah.
Love.
Peace.